Hi, it's Nixalina. Welcome back to another episode of me. How you're doing? Happy Monday. This week, I've gone back in time and found one of the best, most popular, most listened to episodes for you to all enjoy, new and old listeners alike. I hope you like it, and I'll see you all next week. This podcast contains strong language and discussions about relationships, sex, and love. It may not be suitable for younger listeners. This is the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast, and I am Nixalina. Hey, it's Nixalina. I'm back with another sexy episode of my podcast. And last time I promised I was going to venture down the oral sex avenue, so here I fucking am doing it. This episode is called Let's Get Vocal About Oral. Do you see what I did there? Oral, vocal. I was thinking verbal. Should we get verbal about oral? Verbally vocal about oral? And I just thought, calm down and let's just talk about it. So, oral sex. How do you all feel about that? That's it. It's the end. I'm kidding. So oral sex is one of those subjective things in the bedroom, a bit like foreplay, in that some people love it, some people hate it, some people love receiving it, and some people love giving it. And I want to say before I continue, and it's something I was very, very clear about, if you do or don't like certain aspects of oral sex, that doesn't make you weird or not human, that makes you perfectly normal. I've heard cases of guys who do not like going down on girls, right? You're super normal. I've had cases of girls who absolutely won't give blowjobs. You're also super normal. I've also had cases of guys who love to lick bumhole. You're also super normal, but I hope you don't kiss your mother with that mouth. That's all I'm saying. Have some Listerine mouthwash. This is not sponsored by Listerine. That is another oral healthcare product, though. I think I'm trying to work out how I do this. Deep throat? I'm kidding. Right, let's split it up. Let's split it up into him and her. So I'll do the him first and giving and receiving and vice versa. So when it comes to blowjobs, right, guys? Firstly, I want to make it very clear here. If she doesn't like giving you head, don't fucking force her to do it. Making your partner or your one night stand or the girl you're seeing for a bit stick her mouth around your fucking turgid member when she absolutely has made it clear she's not interested is just a really low fucking blow. Put your fucking average sized penis back in your pants and walk away, my friend. Okay? Men. I'm not going into details because I probably shouldn't, but there was one guy just before I met my partner, thank God I met my partner, who he was a wrong'un from start to finish, and I don't know what I was thinking, but he basically face fucked me in ways I never thought possible. I actually thought I was going to pass out. I felt sick. I felt heady, and it wasn't nice. It wasn't a nice blowjob. It was, I'm going to face fuck her, and then I'm going to leave, and it's like, I don't know what it's really weird. It's like he didn't know I had a head or a skull. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. And all it did was make me fucking hate him. And it did not turn me on in the slightest. And I don't know why guys do that or think that that's like sexy or being like, oh, please carry on. I mean, I'm sure there's some girls out there that must have enjoyed that. And I'm into asphyxiation, but I honestly thought I was going to pass out. It's disgusting. Anyway, there you go. If girls don't like it, don't force them. But if she does, then we're on to the good stuff. So I feel like with giving a good blowjob, one, kind of let her go at her own pace, right? Guys, if you put your hand on her head and trying to like push her up and down, it's nice to have that connection if you're doing it in a loving way, but if you're like just trying to make her go really fast, it's actually destroys the confidence a little bit because you feel like, oh, I'm not actually sucking as quick as I wish I could see my producer's face right now. I'm behind a screen, but I'm sure you've missed me, ain't you? He's missed me. Yeah, when she's going up and down and you're pushing her head to go faster, it feels like, oh my God, I'm not doing a good job. That's how it feels. Or like, oh, he's not satisfied with what I'm doing. So I think you should always make sure that the person who's giving it should be confident in what they're doing. But on the same score, guys, you seem to not want to be very vocal, from my experience, when you get head. It's like you're so lucky you're getting head, you don't really want to talk or do anything else or just sit and enjoy it, which is great. But if it's not hitting the mark, I'd rather know about it. Because my jaw is probably going to be exhausted and my tongue's all over the place. And I'm just like, oh, God, is he close yet? Is he close? And maybe I am really nowhere near close and you just don't want to tell me because you're being too polite. I think let's be vocal. Let's start saying like, oh, can you do that a little bit faster? Or don't stop what you're doing. Or less teeth. Sometimes the teeth just get involved. You can't help it. Or like, can you move your hand a little faster? Because obviously with a good blowjob, you can also do a hand job at the same time. Like that helps as well. Give your mouth a break. I should basically just give blowjob lessons, right? I am so good. I'm just going to sip my beer in victory at how awesome I am at giving head. Also, if Dad's listening, I'm sorry. I failed you as a daughter. Not sorry. So be vocal. Make sure you think, okay, I want to have the best blowjob, so I'm going to let her know what I like. Because we don't know what you like. We have a penis and a couple of balls in front of us. Some of you might like the balls being licked. Some of you might like the shaft being stroked. Some of you might like a tight mouth grip. Some of you prefer a tongue action. So just be vocal, but in a really nice way. And if she isn't going fast enough, don't silently just shove her head up and down. Just like, you can say like, oh, faster, baby, whatever, and then lightly grab her hair. Or if she likes her hair being pulled already, that, then of course, crack on. But just be a little bit more, I guess, mindful that she is trying to please you and maybe she doesn't know what she's doing. For the girls that don't know what you're doing and giving a blowjob scares the crap out of you, I know. Let's be honest, it ain't fun, is it? It's not like you don't sit there and go, oh, God, I would just love to give a blowy right now. Oh, it's all I want. I just want to give a blowy. Like, fuck Netflix. You don't do that, do you? Because you it's not really doing anything. Correct me if I'm wrong. If there's any girls out there like, I fucking love it, Nix, please let me know. I do it, and I do it often, but I do it because I know it's for him. I am giving him pleasure. I'm not giving me pleasure in that moment. I don't hate it, but yeah, like, could I take it or leave it? So when you give him head, if he's being quiet especially, I always try and think I'm giving him pleasure. I'm not just going through the motions like, oh, I know, you just bob your head up and down. That's what I'll do until he decides let's have sex. I want to give him pleasure. I want to make him really love this, right? So maybe ask him like, do you like it when I run my tongue around the edge? Or, do you like when I lick your balls or when I fondle them or something? Just to get an idea of what he would like. And make sure that when you bother doing it, if you bother at all, because it's okay if you don't, if you do that, he's getting pleasure. And I think sometimes it's really easy to forget that when we just like go through the motions. Like, oh, okay, I'll give him head, that'll make him hard, then we have sex. Actually, I feel like, no, it should be a really important thing. And the reason I have this idea about giving blowjobs is because I'm so very selfish with my oral sex, which I'll come to in the her section, because I'm still on the him section, because I'm so very selfish about it and I love it so much. And I think actually guys you are allowed to love blowjobs, right? It's part and parcel of the anatomy. And as a couple, there's nothing dirty about it. There's no shame in this. I don't want this shame attached to sex because sex is such a healthy thing. I mean, being face fucked was not. Oh my God, it's traumatic. It's fucking awful. But normally, yeah, it's really healthy. And the last 4 years with my partner, God, it's been the best sex of my life. And I love pleasing him now. And I've kind of got to terms with the idea of oral sex and foreplay, and that isn't just going through the concept of it, is actually what do you want? What do you need? What makes you happy? And I love knowing I make him happy. I was about to say something then, and he would fucking kill me if he tuned in. So I'm not going to say it. But I know you're listening and you know what I was about to say about blowjobs, right? I'm not saying it. That's very private. It almost wasn't private. And also with a guy, if she's not doing a good job, I think it's really important that you either very vocal about it, or if you feel you can't, which is totally okay. I get like it's an awkward thing, then maybe just move on to sex, or switch up and move on to her, and then move back to you. Like, don't feel like, oh God, she's gone down on me. I'm stuck here for like 20 minutes until she gives up. You know, like that's not what it should be about. It should be about a whole experience. I also want guys to consider the fact that perhaps your dick might be quite large and it might really hurt her throat, right? We're not all porn stars, okay? Deep throating's not a thing we can all do. So take that into consideration if you're quite large, that she's doing what she can. Don't, you know... I get it, there's this sexy element of having a girl gag on your dick because your dick's so big. Oh, I'm so manly, she gags. I get all that masculine bullshit, right? But actually, I'm gagging. It makes me want to vomit. It's not nice. Okay? So let's try and make this as pleasurable for you and for me. So then I want to keep doing more of them. Because the happier I am, the more confident I feel, the more I know I'm actually giving you a good time rather than you just sitting there silently, the more easier it is for me to actually suck your dick rather than your hand on the back of my head or you forcing me around or face on me. All that, the more you will get more blowjobs, okay? So all I'm trying to do is create a more healthier sexual appetite between you where you get more of what you want. So moving on to her, I feel like I've covered dudes. If there's anything there I've not covered, I'll either remember and come back to it, or you guys can message me and be like, bitch, please, you're not a guy, you don't know this, and this, in which I would please enlighten me. Moving on to her, so oral sex for the girl. I've had a few, I need another sip of my beer for this one. I've had a few girlfriends tell me some of their relationships haven't had any oral sex. The guy doesn't like doing it. And that is normal, of course. Like, there's no judgment there. But for me, who adores it, I'm like, I think that would be a deal breaker. I couldn't be with someone. I just couldn't be with someone that didn't do that. I absolutely love it. And I love it when a guy loves it. And, you know, and this is what I was thinking. This is why I wanted to do a whole episode dedicated to oral sex, because it, for me, is very different to sex. I love having sex, but the oral sex part is so many different feelings. And it's very intimate. I know sex is intimate, but for me, it's very, very intimate. And it's almost more intimate in my eyes than penetrative sex. And I could not be with a guy that doesn't like doing it because that's my preference, right? And I feel like if you're a guy and you don't like doing it on the girl, but you expect blowjobs, that is such double fucking standards. Okay, you have to kind of give to receive her a little. If you like getting blowjobs and you find it pleasurable, she will also find oral sex pleasurable, right? So just get the fuck on and man up. On that note, if she doesn't find oral sex pleasurable, right, and you still want to do it and you're kind of forcing her because you really like it and she doesn't like it, that's also another issue. Like, you're going to have to accept that it makes her really uncomfortable, because lots of girls are like, oh, I just, you know, it's almost too intimate, can't handle it. If you really want to do that to her and she doesn't want it, I think that's something you're going to have to actually speak about, because that is a problem as well. A problem that can be resolved. It doesn't mean like, oh my God, deal breaker. It just means you're going to have to like talk about that. And if it's a no, then it's a no, and accept it. You know, it is what it is. You love that person, right? So anyway, so when a guy goes down on a girl, there's a few things I think we should bear in mind here. One is I always try and say whether I'm enjoying it or not, because it's the same for the other sex, because guys also don't know what they're doing. It's a fucking minefield down there. And a forest. Oh, why did I have to go there? Oh, sorry. Sorry, people. It's a fucking jungle after COVID. Right. So guys don't know what they're doing. So they need as much guidance as we need. So, you know, try and say like, oh, I'm not I'm kind of not feeling it, or move to the right, or slightly move to the left, or it doesn't have to like kill the moment. Just during the flow, like, go back to where you were is a nice one. As in, you've kind of killed my buzz right now, but if you go back there, I'll bring it back again. Or don't stop, or faster, like the same thing. Just, I feel like, don't assume the guy has like read a billion anatomy books and knows exactly what he's doing. He doesn't. He's probably figuring his way through it as well. And he will get more turned on knowing you're really turned on. So don't be afraid to ask for what you want, because that's ultimately what he's doing. He's giving you oral sex because maybe he likes it, but also because he wants you to have pleasure. So fucking have pleasure. Take it. Make sure you get something out of it. Just don't go through the motions. Time-wise, I always worry about a poor guy's jaw breaking off when he's like down there for ages, and I'm like, oh God. And I don't want him to stop because I'm having a great time, but then my conscience thinks, oh my God, he's been there ages. Oh, I wonder how his jaw feels. I wonder how I bet he's getting bored. Is he getting bored? I wonder if he's thinking about dinner. All these things go through my head. So when it comes to time, don't do what I do and worry about it, because then it kind of kills the mood. I think we should always make sure we're both enjoying it. And just say to him, like, if at any point it gets too much, just come up for air. Come and give me a kiss. Or don't. Kiss them lips. Oh, stop. I feel like we should talk about it beforehand. I don't want you down there for like hours and hours if you're not having fun or your face hurts. That's not what I want either. But also we can switch it up, right? So with us, we can either sit on them or we can lie down and then they're going. So it might be a lot easier for him if it's getting too long and you don't want it to get to switch positions and then you sit on top of him, for example. I'm just trying to think of all the scenarios here I'm going through in my head that might need to have guidance for, because it's also quite a tricky subject to talk about without being smutty or disgusting, and also revealing all of my intimate secrets and offending people. I absolutely don't want that either. This is why I'm trying to make it very clear. So yeah, don't worry about time. Talk about time. Say, listen, if you get your jaw ache or whatever, crack on. But also, if you're close to a climax, I think it's very important to say that as well in both situations, so the other person can know, like, carry on, or don't stop, or I'm close. That always helps. It's very frustrating when you've done like your best work yet, right? For like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you're like, and then you go, I can't do this anymore. And you pull away and they go, oh, I was so close. But you didn't fucking say that, did you? I've just wasted 30 minutes of my best work yet, and all you had to do was say I'm close, and you fucking didn't. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that winds me right up. So, yeah, communication, I think, is key here. Communication between the two of you, accepting what the other person likes and doesn't like, I think is important. Wanting to please the other person is really important. Don't just go through the motions because you want to give sex or you want to receive it and like, oh, this is what people do. Take pleasure in the act itself. Make sure the other person receives pleasure in the act itself, and make it a comfortable experience as well. If you want it more, make it a better scenario. Make her enjoy herself giving you a blowjob. You will get more. And always remember, you don't have to come. If she gives you a blowjob or you're worried about him, giving you, and oh God, I haven't come yet, it's fine. You can come during sex, or you don't have to come at all. If you don't come, it doesn't mean you didn't enjoy yourself. You had a great time. It doesn't always have to end in a climax. Just scrap all that. I mean, it usually does, but don't feel disheartened if it doesn't. It doesn't mean you did a bad job. It's like, it just shit happens, like, okay, well, this time it didn't come. Savvy? Have we got all that? I know I'm going to get a lot of questions about this. I know that a lot of you are going to think that you're going to tune in to like a tutorial. I can't do that on a podcast, number one. And two, I'm not a qualified sex therapist in that level. So whilst I know how to give a really great blowjob, I wouldn't ever put myself in that situation where I feel like I should be teaching you that. If you want me to, maybe I can. I think we'll keep it to the PMs on this one. But yeah, apologies if that's not the kind of episode you thought it was going to be and you thought it was going to be a lot more nitty gritty. I wanted to talk more about the concept of oral sex and like that's, how we make it the best for both worlds. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And any questions, oh God, I'm going to regret saying that. Any questions, DM me on Instagram at Nixalina, Nixalina. Ciao.
Thanks for listening to the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast. Produced and hosted by me, Nixalina, and recorded in the Splice Cast Studios in Singapore. I'm available to listen to on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, and all major podcast listening apps. Do subscribe to enjoy a new episode every Monday evening. Please do give me a 5-star review. It helps other people also find my podcast. For more content and features to read, you can check out my website, nixalina.com. That's nixalina.com. I'm also on social media. Simply search at Nixalina, Nixalina, to find me. Don't be shy. Come say hi.